the general direction of where we're going to be keeping an eye on things. That's where we had that second severe warned storm, the first of the two, rather, that had come around. So again, tornado warning remaining in place. This is until 4:45 p.m. for northeastern Bonham County as well as west central Yankton County, near Tabor, 9 miles east of Tyndall. And this storm, it has not really been moving around with a whole lot of urgency. I'll actually put this through the last hour so you can see just how little this storm has been moving once we kind of get through. In fact, we'll actually just kind of put this to the last half an hour, and you can see really not a whole lot of movement, just kind of jumping a little bit over to the west there and making that development over into Bonham County to the east of Tyndall, that little jump over there. But that's been just about it. Trying to make its way just a little bit to the north, maybe at 5 or so miles per hour. You also notice the other severe thunderstorm warning over portions of Yankton, Clay, and Turner County. That storm also moving very, very slowly, putting out a decent bit of lightning, not to mention quarter-sized hail and heavy rain. But this is the main feature we're going to be keeping our focus on now, considering we do have that confirmed touchdown with the storm to the left. So that tornado warning was prompted. This is 3 miles north of Tabor, to give a more specific location where that tornado warning was issued and where that tornado was exactly verified by trained spotters. So actually, I'll put this out. So let's go 1 to about 3 miles north of Tabor. So somewhere in this vicinity, right around 303rd Street, not just a little bit to the west of 428th Avenue. That's where they had the confirmed touchdown. And we'll go back over to the velocity scanning. You can see we still have kind of a broader area of rotation down in that neck of the woods, but still there was something that was seen by storm spotters that confirmed that, as the storm is still remaining stationary with the latest update that came in. So this is going to be something that we continue to watch for a little while longer. This was still a confirmed tornado near Tabor. So if you are in that area near Lesterville, north of Tabor, east of Tyndall as well, you do want to seek shelter immediately, as this tornado is going to be on the ground, not moving all that much. So this is going to be a bit of an interesting situation, considering what we've been seeing and what we're going to be keeping an eye on a little bit later on. So again, we do have that confirmed touchdown over eastern portions of Bonham County. There's Tyndall off to the west of where we had that touchdown. They're outside of the warning. Again, they're about 9 miles to the west of where we had that touchdown in place. Lesterville currently getting socked to the east with a lot of rain and even some hail as well. Utica also getting a confirmed report of quarter-sized hail with that storm as well. So we're going to watch this. We'll continue to monitor it for any continuing updates. But again, confirmed tornado that was on the ground in eastern Bonham County. That tornado warning will remain in place until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This storm is basically stationary for the area. This will also be near Scotland within about 3:30 to 3:45, and they're going to continue to keep this in place. Now we're also starting to see a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings out to the west. I do want to touch upon that very briefly. New warning came out. This is out in the west for the Rapid City area. This severe thunderstorm warning just came up for Lawrence, Meade, and Pennington counties. That's until 4:15 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. That storm will continue to move on down to the southeast and is capable of producing upward of ping pong ball sized hail. This will be in the Somerset area around 3:25. If you're in the northwestern part of Rapid City, you will want to keep an eye on this and head inside within the next about 30 to 45 minutes. That storm is moving to the southeast at 15 miles per hour. So some very slow moving storms that we're keeping an eye on, and also getting some activity up toward Mowbridge and south and west of Aberdeen. Those storms sub-severe in intensity. But then we have our other two severe thunderstorm warnings in place as we zoom back down to the south and to the east as well. Again, we'll get rid of some of the clutter here. So we still have our other severe thunderstorm warning in place for portions of Clay, Turner, and Yankton counties until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That storm only moving to the north at about 5 miles per hour. And our second storm, the warning has since expired, but this tornado warning for a confirmed touchdown 9 miles to the east of Tyndall, about 3 miles north of Tabor, will remain in place until 4:45 p.m. So if you're up in the Scotland area, you will want to keep a very close eye on this. Yes, it is moving very slowly. briefly, if at all. But we can still see this jog a little bit to the north over the next couple of minutes once we can start to get this going just a little bit more. So we'll continue to monitor this as we go through, again, the next about 15 to 20 minutes with the storm trying to move up a little bit to the north and west even for that matter. So again, eastern, east central, Bonham County, Lesterville area, and western Yankton County, you guys are still under that tornado warning until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time, as we still have that confirmed touchdown, along with still seeing that little bit of rotation right about there to the west of Lesterville, east to northeast of Tyndall. So anybody that is north of State Highway 50, you could probably see this storm from there. Also, you could probably see the storm pretty nicely from the Scotland area as well. We still have that a little bit of rotation there from our base velocity scan that's being taken from the radar in Sioux Falls up to the north and east. So again, not really moving around all that much. This is also still capable of producing inch to inch and a quarter sized hail as this moves on through. We did have that confirmed report of quarter sized hail in the Utica area about 30 or so minutes ago from this same storm, with that little appendage still showing roughly where we have that rotation in place west of Lesterville. So these storms are going to continue to move very, very slowly over the next 15 to 30 minutes. We'll continue to monitor this as well. You will want to stay inside, stay safe, and get into your tornado safe space now if you are in this warned area. Again, this is east of Tyndall, south of Scotland. We'll actually draw this out to show you exactly how many miles to the south this is. That's roughly 7 to 8 miles south of Scotland as the crow flies. This is going to continue to move on up to the north very, very slowly. So while, yes, it is going to take a while, you still want to prepare accordingly and get inside, especially if you're in the Lesterville area. Anybody along State Highway 46 as well, or State Highway 25 in the area of 300th Street, which is where we're starting to see that rotation still in place. So kind of in this square area between Lesterville, Tabor, Tyndall, and Scotland, this is where we're going to continue to keep an eye on things very, very closely. So for those of you who may have just been coming back in with us, we are still watching this tornado warning that's going to continue to stay in place until 4:45 p.m. This is now an update for where this tornado was located. It's now 5 miles to the northwest of Tabor, now moving to the northwest. We are starting to get a little bit of movement with this, and I do mean a little bit. It's moving northwest at 5 miles per hour, and this will continue to move on into the Scotland area by about 4:45. So consider this as your heads up. You will want to get inside and seek shelter. Other areas are going to be rural areas of north of Tabor, west of Lesterville as well. Emergency management also corroborating with the storm spotters out that way, confirming a tornado on the ground in that particular area. Again, this is now moving to the northwest. We're starting to get some momentum here, but not a lot. This was 5 miles northwest of Tabor, 9 miles east of Tyndall, moving to the northwest at just 5 miles per hour. So even if we were to try and put this out to the northwest, you notice this is just not moving all that much, not really picking up on much of anything in terms of any nearby communities outside of Scotland, where it's slated to be up in that particular neck of the woods sometime between 4:45 and 5 p.m. So again, tornado warning will remain in place until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time for northeastern Bonham and west central Yankton counties for a confirmed tornado via emergency management. This is, again, part of a line of thunderstorms that have not really been moving with all that much urgency, 5 to 10 miles per hour up to the north by northwest. We still have our other severe thunderstorm warning to the northeast of Yankton and northwest of Vermilion. This is for Clay, Turner, and Yankton counties until 4:45 p.m. Central Daylight Time. That also in place for quarter-sized hail, as well as the potential for 60 to 65 mile per hour gusts. We're also getting a couple of stronger thunderstorms out toward the Rock Valley area, or at least the area south of Rock Valley in northwestern Iowa. Now, we are also getting an update on the storm that we have out to the west. We'll swing out there briefly and show what we're watching out this way. This is for our severe thunderstorm warning that's out in Pennington County as well as Meade and Lawrence County. We also are getting confirmed reports of upward of golf ball sized hail with that storm out in western South Dakota. Trained weather spotters did confirm that to the northwest of Rapid City. That's still moving to the southeast at 15 miles per hour. Now, latest reports, this is just coming in off the ticker. Emergency management has been indicating that the tornado has currently dissipated, but that does not mean that the threat is completely over. So we now know that this storm that we're watching down in southeastern South Dakota as we head back down that way now has a history of producing a tornado, with this one currently dissipating. That does not mean this can't happen again. So if you are, again, anywhere west of Lesterville, near and south of Scotland, north of Tabor, east of Tyndall, in eastern and northeastern Bonham County, anybody near State Highway 46, you will want to continue to stay in your tornado safe space. Also, anybody along State Highway 25 as well. So